Hey, Roy Goddard here, and in this video I'm going to be sharing with you a step-by-step process on how to make money online in 2020. Now, making money online is simple, but people make it complicated. So in this video, I'm going to break it down just how easy it really is. Now, I want you to keep in mind that if you're able to master the foundational steps that I'm going to break down for you in this video, you can improve on them to go from making your very first online earnings to making 6 to 7 figures online. So with that being said, here is your blueprint to create massive success in the next 6 months. So step number 1 is to pick a business to start. Now, I don't care what business it is, but pick something that you like the idea of building or that you see value in building for yourself. Pick just one business to start. Now, this business could be affiliate marketing, which I suggest is the most simple way for beginners to get started with making money online. It could be e-commerce. It could be product creation, creating your very own product and selling it online. It could be to become an influencer marketer. It could be to create your very own marketing agency, or it could be any other business that I haven't mentioned here. You know, every one of these business models work. So I don't want you to buy into the saturation myth that just because something has been around for a long time, it doesn't mean that you can't get started as a beginner in any of these businesses. These are the evergreen businesses that have proven to make people money online, and beginners can get started with any of these models. Now, if someone tells you that things are saturated, it means one of two things. Number one, they have a broke mindset and they believe everything outside of themselves is the reason why they're not successful. These type of people should be avoided like the plague. Now, person number two, or reason number two, is what I call a beta marketer. So they make money, but they need to trash talk every person or business model to make themselves look good to sell their course. You should avoid these people too. What you choose and commit to is what will work for you. Always remember, there are a million ways to make $1 million. This world is abundant, and we have the power to, of the interwebs, so massive. We can make money online in so many different ways, and what works for one person might not work for another. You need to find what really is going to work for you. Remember now, just pick one and commit to it until you get results. Last tip on step number 1, pick one product to focus on selling as well. Once you can sell one thing successfully, it's pretty easy to add in the second product. But when you're trying to sell multiple products at one time, you're not going to be very efficient at selling any of them. You're not going to learn the skills effectively to promote and sell anything, because you're not focusing on and becoming skillful in, promoting any one thing. Multiple streams of income are not possible until you learn to sell one product consistently. Step number 2 is to ignore everything else. This is where most people fail. When people get into their business for themselves, they follow everyone they see making big money and they idolize them. The problem with this is that everyone has different business models that they're pursuing. Everyone has different ways of doing things within different business models. Everyone has different views on what's right and wrong for all these different topics, and everyone uses different traffic sources and suggests that different traffic sources are better than others and so forth. Everyone thinks that their business model is the best and only business model that you should be doing, and everyone thinks that their way is the best way. So my point here is you need to pick a business model and then pick a mentor who aligns with what you're doing. If you love the idea of Shopify and follow someone who teaches coaching and consulting, those are drastically different business models, and you're going to end up confusing yourself and overwhelming yourself. If you follow many people, it's a surefire way to get overwhelmed. FOMO is real. If you've not heard of FOMO, fear of missing out. People feel they need to consume everything or they will miss out. But the reality is you need to go on an information diet. You need to go on an information diet. You need to, digest quality content over quantity. So to recap, the first 2 steps is to pick just one business model, and number 2, pick one mentor and ignore everything else. Step number 3 is to pick your traffic source. Now you have your business model, you've got the product that you're going to be selling. Now you need attention, aka you need people, you need eyes on the product that you're promoting. So throughout this video, I've been focusing on the one concept, and I'm going to continue that concept, which is focus on one traffic source. So we're focusing on one business model, one mentor, now one traffic source. Now, you've got so many different traffic sources out there. You've got Facebook ads, you've got Facebook organic, through groups and through your Facebook wall. You've got YouTube, you've got podcasts, you've got Google blogging, writing blogs and people finding your content through searches on Google. You've got Instagram, and you've got Pinterest. There are a ton of different traffic sources, and I'm only just naming a few of the ones that might come first to mind. But pick just one traffic source your audience are hanging out in, and spend all of your time learning and mastering this platform. I see so many people brag about being on all platforms. When I look at what they're doing, usually they're only good at one platform and just plastering their content ineffectively on other platforms. Always ask yourself this question: is what I'm doing going to help me reach my goal? If the answer is no, then eliminate things and focus on going deep on the one thing that's going to get you the best results and get you closer to your goals. Most people are a jack of all trades and a master of none. You want to become a master of whatever traffic source you pick, and you're not going to be able to do that if you spread yourself thin and try and focus on too many all at once. Step number 4 is to decide how will you sell the product. So you have the business model, you've got the traffic source, and now you need to know how you will actually sell the product. Will you use email marketing? Will you use email outreach to get clients? Will you use video sales letters? Will you use one-to-one, Facebook Messenger, phone calls? Will you use a webinar? Will you use YouTube videos and a landing page? Every one of these methods works, but each requires you to learn one skill at a time. I've learned most of these, but I did by doing them one at a time. I didn't try to learn them all at once. Remember this: success is a process, not an event. The event is making the money, but the process is where your focus should be. You can't have the event without mastering the process, and you can't master the process if you're trying to do too many things at once. Master one thing at a time. Step number 5 is to have complete self-belief in your abilities. Look, you will never have a 100% game-proof plan ever. You just need to get started and work the kinks out along the way as you mess things up. I know it may sound annoying, hearing people say just to take action, but really it's not just a cute saying. The reason people say this is because money is not in the study, it's not in the thinking about it. There will never be a perfect time, and you will never be truly ready. You learn from your mistakes and you correct things as you go. Sometimes you'll mess up, and when you do mess up, just do whatever needs to be done to make things right. You're only human. Mistakes will happen, and you can't just not start because you're scared of making mistakes or you're scared that you haven't got things perfect. Accept full responsibility for your newbie mistakes and everything will be fine. Stop worrying, stop doubting yourself, and stop worrying about all the what ifs. The what ifs cause a lot of people to go to their graves with their dreams that are never accomplished. Successful people move, and they move with a mother effing passion, and they figure out how to fix things as they go. When I make decisions, I make a decision, I act on it within 24 hours. This isn't just in my business, but in all aspects of my life, even personal. So make decisions and move fast before you have time to sit around and second guess yourself and never get started. If you want the next year of your life to be amazing, you should be working like everything you do will pay off in the long scheme of things. Stop worrying about what if I do this and it doesn't work. It's going to work, damn it, and you better start believing it or you're wasting your time. If you don't believe in yourself and believe the efforts that you're putting in are going to pay off, you will never reach your goal. No one is going to save you or do the work for you. You must save yourself. Step number 6 is to journal daily. Now, this is an extra tip, but it's one that I really wish I had have learned earlier and actually implemented a lot earlier. So at the start of your week, what I suggest, or even every morning, is to write down your goals, write down your vision, and clearly identify why this is important to you. You know, what you're doing, why is it important to you? If you can't get clear on, what you want for your life, you could be working for the next 6 months in completely the wrong direction. You could have chosen a business model that just doesn't suit what you want to achieve in your life. For example, if you hate dealing with customers and you prefer, having a low-key business that you are able to make, $10,000 to $20,000 per month, so you can, travel and do all of the things that you like, a service-based business where you're, doing services for clients is probably going to be a horrible business model for you. If you don't get clear on what you want in life and business, then anyone can sell you a new opportunity, and usually that opportunity will not be what you truly want. So every week what I do is I write down what I need to get done for that week. I write down where I want to be in the next 6 months, the next 3 months, the next 6 months, the next 12 months, the next 2 years from now. I write down what I'm doing right, I write down what I'm doing wrong, and I write down what I need to improve on for the following week. I write down things that I feel are wasting my time and where I should move that focus to things that are going to be more aligned to my goals. I write down anything stressing me out and get it out of my head, and then I write down different things that might be able to solve those problems. And I also write down things that I want to learn and focus more of my attention on. The point is, think and always remain present in the moment to what is important in your life, so you're not guided around like a puppet like 99% of society. If you don't know what you want in life, you will be pulled in many directions and left feeling out of control. So that's everything for today. As you can see, most people make this business thing hard, but really it comes down to a lack of clarity and a lack of focus on improving themselves. So what I want to give you today, guys, is if you go down and click the first link in the description below, I'm going to give you a 100% free training that's going to show you a simple 3-step system that you can follow to, that can potentially make you $3,000 to $5,000 per month in as little as 90 days. So if you're interested in that, go down to the link below, click the button, sign up for the free training, and I'll see you on the other side. Now, I hope you got value from this video, and if you did, make sure you smash that like button. If you want to continue learning more about different ways of making money online, make sure you smash the subscribe button, and I'll look forward to seeing you again soon.